Hello everybody and welcome to another little recording introducing how to win and keep clients. And this time I'm joined with the lovely Leon Taylor, who wrote our foreword. So welcome, Leon.
Thanks, Dawn. Nice to be here.
You're very welcome. So you've got a very impressive, super impressive biog. So you're an Olympian, silver medalist for Team GB. And you're also a motivational speaker. And I think I read somewhere that your TED Talk is one of the most popular out there. So well done.
Thank you.
And you're the author of your own book, Motivation. And you're also an executive coach. And you're going through the IAPC&M accreditation process yourself as we speak. So you were the perfect person to write the foreword for our co-authored book, How to Win Clients and Keep Them. So my first question to you, Leon, is what drew you to support this unique business handbook, please?
Yeah, certainly. Well, I think the first thing is the extension of networks. I mean, people by people, and in the coaching and mentoring industry, it's all about building relationships. And so this opportunity came about through my own extension of my network. And of course, when it comes to going on any adventure, it's always nice to get a little bit of help, be able to turn to some resources which actually are on point and really useful. And I felt this book certainly hit those. So I was delighted to support it for that reason.
Thank you very much. So I'm dying to hear, and I'm sure our listeners are as well, how did you make the transition from Olympian to a well sought after entrepreneur?
Well, it's nice of you to give me the entrepreneur label. I suppose that I don't necessarily think of myself as an entrepreneur. I just follow my passions, and I'm pretty sure that's why I ended up in the sports world anyway. Is because as a youngster, my passion was to move. Physical movement was where I found my joy, and gave my parents a little bit of a break as well. And I think I followed the same strategy, if you like, in my life after sport. I've just followed into different areas with curiosity and an open mind, really, to see what else is out there. And I've always kept sport close to me, but I found myself operating in different spaces, and it's been a real treat. And I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. So let's see where the next adventures take me.
Fantastic. I love that line. It reminds me of that song about wearing sunscreen. You know, some
Yes.
of the best people we know at 40 still haven't decided what they want to be with in their life. So
very true. And that's me right here.
So how do you ensure on a day-to-day basis that you and your business are healthy? What sort of habits do you have?
Yeah, funnily enough, I'm all about habits, and it's very easy for someone like me to fall into because I have so many different interests, I can become quite fragmented, maybe too many plates spinning. So I have to be very careful that I'm not just busy being busy. With lots of things to vie for my attention. So I put a structure in place where I always have something to look forward to, whether it's in the day or in the future. I'm now very, very good at blocking out time in the short and medium and long term where I'm going to be away. For example, this summer I was lucky enough to spend 2 weeks in Peru with my partner Ali. We had an amazing adventure, had no Wi-Fi for most of it, and we did some incredible trekking and really unwound. So that's one example of keeping myself healthy, and also learning how to say no. Many opportunities and interests and such like come in my direction, and having the confidence and in a very polite and conscientious way to turn things down in order to manage my own well-being. Because we know that if we're not rested, then our performance drops off a cliff.
Yeah, I can imagine you get inundated with offers. And I know that Maria and Monique wrote quite eloquently about this in the book, about having heartfelt connections, but actually the importance of understanding the difference between important and urgent. And your important is not necessarily somebody else's important, and managing your time. And I think that's quite important, to staying focused with your business. Otherwise, you know, at the end of the day becomes the end of the week, becomes the end of the month, and you haven't really achieved very much or moved forward.
Absolutely.
Okay. So if you could just sum up very succinctly, what is the best piece of advice you wish you'd known when you were starting out? What would that be, Leon, please?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the best piece of advice. I mean, there's so many, isn't there? I think it would come back down to the days are long, but the decades are short. And it's nice to, where are some of our habits, and our good habits cost us now, but our bad habits cost us in the future. And so I think that's a reminder for me. I can't remember where I first came across that kind of framing of what's actually important in the moment. But it certainly had an impact on me. And when you asked me that question, that's what popped up in my mind. So I think it was worth sharing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think you're absolutely right. And it's a good coaching question, if not now, when? Because we are today, whatever we were doing or thinking or who we were networking with probably 3, 4, 5 years ago. So that is quite important to remember that. So moving on to the accreditation, you're obviously already well established. Why do you think in a largely unregulated market that having IAPC&M accreditation is important to you and your business and ultimately your clients?
Yeah, I think we have a responsibility to quality control what we're doing and what our colleagues are doing. And I think that, it's our responsibility to give ourselves the best possible chance of, building successful businesses and relationships, and also giving our potential clients the chance to rest assured that there is some governance and some guidance for those of us out there as coaches and mentors.
Definitely. I mean, nearly every other industry is regulated, so why not ours? So the fact that people are increasingly becoming aware of accreditation being that differentiator when they're thinking about doing due diligence and protecting themselves, their hard-earned cash before they hire a practitioner, I think is really important, and it's a message that's getting out there now, thankfully. So where can people find you and your book, Leon?
Yeah, sure. So if the easiest way to check out what I'm doing is my website, so leontaylor.co.uk. There's links to my YouTube channel on there, links to the book, and you'll find everything you need, including my TEDx talk, which I was on the stage last year, 2018. So yeah, check it out and get in touch if you have any questions or would like to inquire.
Yeah, it's a fascinating TED Talk. I highly recommend it. So I'm going to say thank you, and I'm going to leave you to get on because I know you're getting ready to go for a run, having had your swim today. So you're obviously very, very passionate about maintaining those Olympian standards. So enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for spending some more time with us, Leon.
Pleasure. Thank you, Dawn.
Thank you. Bye-bye now.